Oye, si baja aquí, pon el culo aquí. Baja, pon el culo aquí. Por ahí es más alto. Así. Es más alto. Pon el culo.
Hola amigos, welcome to Jackie and Craig's Camino Português from Lisbon to Santiago. Craig leaves Lisbon on the 9th of April, spending 3 nights in Alpriat as volunteer at the albergue and then on to Santarem,
where I joined, and together we walked every step of the way to Santiago de Compostela, arriving on the 9th of May.
So this is the town of Alpriat, and we're at the albergue, going inside the albergue. The hospitalero for 3 nights is myself. Just inside the albergue there's always a place to leave your shoes and your walking poles, and then here is the kitchen. So pilgrims are allowed to use the kitchen to heat things up if they wish. It's a little courtyard out the back with room for washing line and clothes washing sink. And just here is showers and a couple of toilets. It's the hospitalero's bedroom there. I do myself. And then we're going upstairs. Oh, hello. And there's 3 bedrooms up here. I'm on the hill above Alpriat, just looking down over it. The village is just down there. It's only the kind of end bit just at the bottom there. Supermarket is off in the distance, just next to the roundabout that you can maybe make out with the loads of cars going through. We're off that way tomorrow down the Camino. Well, I'm about to leave Alpriat albergue after 3 nights and set off on the train. And here's the morning ahead. A little bit later than I planned setting off, but still not quite 8 o'clock, about 10 to 8, so all good. Bye for now. See the signs for Caminho de Fatima in this part, because that's the big Camino in the southern part of Portugal to Fatima rather than to Santiago. So a lot of the time signs are actually just for Fatima. You just need to make sure you follow those until the Fatima Camino branches off. But for now, right, so this is the Camino Portuguese. Just after Alpriat, we turn off through the middle of a field. Well, on the edge of a field. You see it's pretty green, and the village is back that way. And there's a busy road over there, but I don't think this is particularly industrial at the moment, which is a lot of what I've been hearing about this section, so we'll see what we've got in store for the rest of the day. Okay, so there is sections of walking along the road in the Camino Português. This is the first real bit of walking on the road that I've done. It's only just started. It's not too bad because there's a wide part at the edge of the road. I thought I'd just show you. So there is bits of walking along the road. So after a short walk along the road into the town, it's coming out quickly the other side into this wetland, which I think is one of Portugal's biggest nature reserves. It's not exactly something I'd choose to miss on the basis of the walk's too industrial. This is the road out of albergue, and after coming through an industrial estate, lots of warehouses, we're taking along this road here. I'm going to just come onto it, but it's pretty busy. So back there in the distance we can see the cement plant and the other factory that we walked past a little while ago. And then here's the River Tejo estuary again. We've just come past the sailing club and marina and heading along this nice path here along the river. That's the train station of Azambuja. You can see behind the blue tower there. After getting a train from Villafranca to Zira, leaving down the tree-lined path back along the Camino. Villafranca wasn't really to my liking. Fairly rough, industrial feeling town. The walk into it was really nice. but the town itself was just not my thing. So decided that because it was probably going to be just more of the same along the valley to get to Azambuja. It was the last, I think it's about 8 kilometers walking along the road into Azambuja. I've been advised by so many people just to get the train, and that I thought, stuff it, I'm just going to get the train. This is looking a bit different, walking out into the countryside. It's probably just after 7 now, and the sun's coming up and starting to clear the mist off the fields. So we'll see what it's like later. Ciao. Bom dia. It's about an hour down the track out of Azambuja. Now walking through fields and harvesting over there in the other field. And all around us, fields. There's a tractor coming my way. Hola. Just outside something like Refugio, on the way to Porta de Muge, and you might be able to see up there on the top of those tall things there's a stork nesting. Try and get across the road for a better look. I think it's a stork. Standing up at the moment. Walk so far has been through fields and things, and then just coming into this town it's been going along the road, and now coming out the other side of the town, and I think going along to the next town we're on a road. Let's get out past Port de Muge. It's about 16k into Santarem along a dirt path, and hopefully you can see up there a stork standing up. Yeah, it's about 12:30, and just left Porta de Muge, back in the distance, about 15k to Santarem, and as I understand it, this is going to be the path along this for the next 15k into Santarem. Some few vineyards and things, and then crops in between them. You get these, you can't quite see it from here, big barns. I think they're stables for horses. Horses seem to be a big thing, even though I haven't seen any horses at all. This is the ascent into Santarem. It's a little bit of a slog after doing about 30k already. It's not too steep, but coming right at the end it makes it worse.
Portas de Sol in Santarém. It's Good Friday today, and this is basically the only place open to go to. All the other sort of monumental places and museums and things are shut. But this is a lovely place here to have a wee wander. Little everybody there. Just going over this way to get a view of the river.